Abby and I decided to hop over to Sun Studio, and the reason I did not do a full separate vlog inside Sun Studio is because a couple of years ago I did that, and I'm very proud of the video I did. And I was like, you know what, I don't want to do that video again because I don't think it would be as good. So go back and watch my Sun Records video that I did. I will put a little link so you can check it out. But then we found our way down to Peabody Place in Rufus Thomas Boulevard, which, if you didn't know, Rufus Thomas got his start at Sun Records. Sang a song called Bearcat, which you can sing Hound Dog to. You ain't nothing but a bear cat, just scratching at my door. Then would later go on and do stuff at Stax with his daughter Carla. And Gee Whiz was their hit. And we're walking on his boulevard, which I think is so cool because that dude performed in Memphis until the day he passed away. Hi everybody, and welcome to the World of Micah. Today I'm in Memphis, Tennessee at Stax. I cannot believe I'm about to walk through Stax Records, a historic place. Booker T and the MGs, Otis Redding, the Bar Keys. I love everything that came out of this place. And next door right here, the Satellite Record Shop. That is so cool they've added that back. We're gonna have a good now. Let's take a closer look. I'm super excited to do this tour. They do allow filming, so that's a plus. Amazing. It's just the amount of history through these little walls here. And these photographs are pretty incredible. Everyone standing in front of Stax. Wow. 1968. Most of these photos, and then 1949 right here on the Capitol Theater. Stax was started by a brother and sister. And the sister owned this, the Satellite Record Shop. Pretty awesome they had the old sign back on here, even though she closed up at one point and actually left. But more on that when we go inside. And I've been coming to Memphis for quite some time, and I've never gotten to come here just because of time. And you know, while I was here, I chose to go to Graceland instead. That changes today. Would love to see this place lit up at night too. I love reading these. On this site stood Stax Records Incorporated, which boasted such stars as Otis Redding, Rufus and Carla Thomas, Isaac Hayes, the Staple Singers, Albert King, the Bar Keys, and many others. It relied upon its deep soul roots to carry it through, struggling from a backstreet garage in 1957 to become a multi-million-dollar organization. And just think how many legendary musicians: Isaac Hayes, Rufus Thomas, Donald Duck Dunn, walked right here and in through those doors. Just watched a 11-minute video on the history of this place right here on the screen. About to walk through the whole exhibit. That's Duck Dunn's Fender bass right there to the left, and that is Steve Cropper's Fender Telecaster on the right. Incredible. It's crazy. It all started basically from church. The gospel aspect and the hillbilly aspect kind of led to the birth of soul and rhythm and blues and everything. Kind of crazy how it all began in these churches in the South. And obviously race, river, and religion is a great way to put it. Those are key elements that define the Memphis sound. And if you want to learn anything about the civil rights and everything, Stax Records has a lot to do with that. And the movement, it's all through the music. And they were living it. Got Ike and Tina Turner here. And check that out. Jackie Brinson, Rocket 88, featuring Ike Turner. So cool. He got his start and they recorded that song at Sun, which is down the street. Moving to the next exhibit over here. There's Tina Turner's stage costume right there. Look at that, young Ike and Tina. That is amazing. There's Ike Turner's Telecaster right there. And one of his stage costumes. Is that Rocket 88 right here? Let's see. Got some records here. Heartbroken and Worried, Ike Turner. It's Ike Turner's first recording at 706 Union, July 12th, 1950. Yep, that is it right there. Holy cow. Yeah, it wasn't released on Sun. It was recorded at Sun, but it was released on Chess Records. Man, Little Milton and Bobby Blue Bland. Funny enough, I met Bobby at the B.B. King concert in Mississippi. It was actually B.B. King's farewell world tour. And Bobby came and sang a few songs with him. And when he left the stage, my dad and I got up, ran out in the hallway, because we knew he'd be exiting through the lobby of the hotel. We saw him at a casino in Mississippi. And there he was, in a wheelchair. Walked over, and I said, "Can I get a photo?" And he said, "You know who I am?" I said, "Yeah, of course I know who you are." He took a photo with me. It's great. Great display. Jerry Lee Lewis's cousin's bass right here. That was used on the Steve Allen show. That was their debut. And this costume was worn by Ace Cannon in the 70s. That's him right there in the photo. And I love this. Elvis's jacket right here. That is so cool. That's him wearing it in the Jailhouse Rock promotional photos there, as well as the album, the record there. It's on loan. This it was actually made at Lansky's. That's amazing. Look at that. Promoting an Elvis concert. Chuck Reed, Elvis Presley. Now Jim Stewart started this in a garage, basically. And this is some early equipment when it was the Satellite record company together with this lady, Evelyn. And they started Stax. And she ran the Satellite record shop next door. Look at that, that's right outside. Loan. The second loan that she put on her house to help move the business to the new studio on out in Macklemore, where we're at now. So they basically, Jim Stewart's older sister, last name was Axton. The people refer to her as Lady A or Miss Axton. It's still Axton. But those Stewart, Axton, Stax, there you go. That's it. And Rufus and his daughter, Carla, they were the first recording artist for Stax. Now Rufus had already made a name for himself through Chess, which was recorded with Sam Phillips. He also did Bearcat, which you can hear. And there it is. Bearcat. It's a hound dog take. And then he did a cover of the Prisonaires' Walking in the Rain. Age costumes of Rufus. The funkiest man alive. That's right, man. Do the funky chicken. That's cool. There's Rufus and Elvis together. Man, this place is so cool. Basically a timeline of everything that went into the creation of this. Starts out as Satellite. Rufus Thomas and his daughter Carla, their first hit, "Cause I Love You," Atlantic Records, picks it up. Booker T and the MGs, they start Stax Records, and Booker T and the MGs' Green Onions hit. So crazy. Yeah, right here, the Marquis and Stewart and Axton take the first two letters in their last names, ST and AX, and really the label Stax. And the rest is kind of history. This is really cool. Booker T and the MG's jacket right there. down below it. And then down, wow, look at this. There's a Booker T and the MG's jacket there. And then down below, I think those are duplicates and safety stuff of green onions. And that is Duck Dunn's. And that is Steve Cropper's first amp right there. Little Fender. That is neat. Carla Thomas, Rufus Thomas's daughter, had a hit, Gee Whiz, look at his eyes. And then she had another hit, Gee Whiz, it's Christmas. I love Carla though, had a great voice. That's William Bell's suit right here. The William Bell explosion. That's cool. All right, continuing into the next room, starting off with Otis Redding. There's a pair of Otis Redding's overalls. Sam and Dave here. David Porter, Isaac Hayes. Insane. Wow, look at that. I love the costumes that they have out. Yeah, this is the drum set that was used in Green Onions. I cannot believe that. Gonna walk over here, let's see. Wow. Isn't that cool? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Hayes' desk. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Photos of Isaac sitting at the desk in the chair. That's insane. That's the original Scully 2-track recorder. Otis Redding put out Mr. Pitiful and Respect on that machine right there. This is the famous console there overlooking Studio A, which they said was closed as we got in here and was during the tour. Down here in the hallway, this was Harold Bean. Guitar right here, it's Gibson, it's SG. And this is a 71 Gibson Les Paul. That was Skip Pitts guitar. That's a really cool black Les Paul. Love a sucker for Fender. This was Bobby Manuel's 54 Fender Stratocaster. Is that? Oh my gosh. Booker T's. That's the organ that was used to record Green Onions. Oh my gosh. That is it. It's like I'm playing it. That is so cool. On the other side here, this is Sir Mac Rice's Gibson acoustic guitar. A little recorder right there. I gotta say, everything kind of turned around. Talked to the employees here, and they were so nice. They were like, dude, just come back. Like, they'll be done at like 2 o'clock. Come back, we'll let you in, and you can go into Studio A. Yes! That's all I wanted to see. I mean, look, I love seeing props and like seeing guitars and stuff. Like, that blows my mind. But to walk into the studio, that's what I'm about. So cool, like seeing the people who made it all happen outside these walls. You know, there's Estelle Axton just going into work one day, and there's Rufus Thomas right here inside the record shop just hanging out. There's Packy Axton, Don Nix, and Steve Cropper. That's Steve Cropper right there, posing outside of the record shop in 1961, right outside. And look at this. That's Harold Bean and a friend inside the satellite record shop. So we will be able to go in there eventually, but my gosh, this is impressive. Look at this, Ab. Wow. All the original albums that were done in here. Look at that. Black Moses, it opens up to a cross. Coolest thing. Look at all the singles here. They've got a whole casing in here of different things from Activist, including the Invaders, which was originally called the Black Organizing Project. There's another jacket of the Invaders, and this talks about They're a Memphis-based back political cultural organization. Very cool. Very cool to see this. This is Johnny Taylor, a whole little showcase of Johnny Taylor stuff, including one of his jackets right here. The display cases are insanely good. Let's walk over and see what's it. Oh, this is all about the staple singers here. Yvonne, Cleotha, Mavis. Man, is that Mabel Staples? Yeah, costume right there. Wow. In the Barkays cut of Soulfinger, that is the bass guitar that was used right there. Wow, all this is from the Barkays. That is so cool. Barkays, they grew up in South Memphis and attended Booker T. Washington High School. They signed to Stax in 1967. Now, Otis Redding was killed in his plane crash. 4 of the Barkay members were also killed. It's really sad. But they kind of regrouped, and all but trumpeter Ben and bassist. So the trumpeter Ben and the bass player James, they continued on and reformed the group. Dedicated to the Black Moses himself, an entire casing of Isaac Hayes stuff. I could look at this all day. Love Isaac Hayes. The Velvet Hayes right here. This is the Black Moses promotional phone. Get your own Black Moses phone. This is Isaac Hayes' head tonic, his head razor. Wow, this is from, wait a minute. Isaac Hayes' fur hat. Wow. So cool. And check out Isaac Hayes' Cadillac right here. That's a cool car. Man. I love how they have it open. It's like shag carpet on the inside. That is a cool Cadillac. TV in there. $26,000, 1972, peacock blue, gold-plated Cadillac, leased by Stax for Hayes. The car was insured by Lloyd's of London, had a refrigerated bar, television set, 24 karat gold exterior parts, windshield wipers, and custom crafted wheels. He said he finally made it. Yeah, I'd say so too. Isaac, I'd say so too. Well deserved. He made some of the best music of all time. If you don't like Isaac Hayes, I don't know if we can be friends. Oh, that's cool. Eddie Floyd's Soul Explosion here. Side of the car, and Albert King. Wow, that's so cool. That was a Sears guitar right here. Albert King's first guitar. And then ZZ Top's Billy Gibbons gave Albert that Gibson Flying V. That's really neat. Albert King's hat right there. Look at that Booker T and the MG's flight case. One last look at Booker T. One last look at Isaac Hayes' Cadillac. More costumes from Soul Children and the Dramatics here. This is so cool. This is Rufus Thomas' jacket and shorts that he wore on Watt Stax. There he is in the photo right there wearing this outfit. 1972. See, it's a pink suit, but he wore shorts that day. This at the performance. So awesome. 1972. Wearing the pink suit and shorts. That's cool to see him on the TV, and then there's the suit right there. Oh, there we go. There he is wearing it. Have a Soulful Yule. That's neat. Promoting the Stax catalog that year. So sad. Stax is forced into involuntary bankruptcy on 19. It's so sad. Stax is forced into involuntary bankruptcy on December 19th, 1975. In October, a couple of months before, Al Jackson Jr. is murdered by an unknown assailant in his home. That's just tragedy after tragedy. And then there's the padlock. They put it on, and everything was sold at a courthouse in Memphis. It's just crazy. Can't believe they allow that to happen. So the studio fell into despair. They auctioned it off in '77. Local church purchased it for $10, but never renovated the space. Demolished in '89, a vacant lot occupied the space until the local philanthropist breathed new light into the Stax story in the late '90s. Wow. And then it moves into different labels and things. I love this, the Big Star promotional stuff. Chris Bell, Alex Chilton, awesome band. Favorites, Al Green here and Jackie Wilson. Look at that, I love the Al Green stuff. Al Green is just too cool. That's Don Bryant's stage wear right here. I'm not sure whose outfit this is. Oh, this is Ann Peebles. But here's a bunch of Al Green. I thought the costume right here was Al Green's, but it's not. Nothing of Al Green except for some programs and promotional things. A few magazines down here. So I'll tell you the story. So we were in the studio and they came up and they're like, hey guys, unfortunately Studio A has been closed for a private event. Yada, yada, yada. And we figured out what it was. And so we went and we asked, we were like, hey, what time do you think they're going to finish with the party? And they were like, oh, we'll be done at 2 o'clock. And I said, do you think we could come back and see Studio A? They were like, yeah, come on back. The South, man, I tell you, you just ask and they'll take care of you. No problems. So we're just going to wait around and go in and see Studio A. I'm so excited. Look at that. There's the photo of Studio A here at Stax. And here we are. We have our own close-up of it. Instruments back in here. I can imagine Steve Cropper standing over here. These speakers were actually hand built, it says right here, by Stax Records staff through the 60s. This is what they would have used in here. And they set up the drum set that I showed earlier, Al Jackson's drum set. That's so cool. They're still bringing stuff in, but how cool is this? And I love seeing this, like the key players of the Stax lineup here.
Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Can you play a board? On the little one? Let me get him on a big one. Let me get him on a big one. Hold it. Hold it.
Shout out to Stax for being top notch. They let me in and I got to see them put all the instruments back, and it was amazing. I even got a photo of it empty. Even though that wasn't the original Studio A, it was used from blueprints, and they used everything they could to basically set it up, from photographs, and recreate exactly how that studio was. All the music that, you know, happened and was created in that place, you could hear it pumping through the speakers. I heard them do take after take of Shaft, the theme to Shaft by Isaac Hayes. Insane to me to think about it. That really is Soulsville, USA in there. I'm a huge Elvis fan, but I tell you, here on Macklemore, these guys are the kings, the true kings of Soulsville, USA, Memphis, Tennessee. This was a very, very, very fun episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next episode, where Otis Redding and I actually go sitting at the dock of the bay. Till next time, stay weird. Goodbye. We are back behind the Sun Studio. Just decided to make the drive at night. I've actually never been here at night. There's Johnny Cash right there. As you make your way down, got Carl Perkins there. This is where they say rock and roll was invented. Not by Elvis Presley, though. Jackie Brinson and his Delta Cats. They came to Sun Studio, and Ike Turner was actually playing piano on that track for Rocket 88, which was the first, some people claim, is the first rock and roll song. And it was because their guitar speaker, the cone of the amplifier, was busted. And Sam shoved some newspaper in there. And he liked the sound, and the rest, they say, is history. Love this place. Love this place so much. This is not the front door. This was actually the front door to a restaurant. The front door to Stun was over here. I've never seen this at night like this. Wow. Wow. Legendary Sun Studio. Walk down here. Yeah, this is the front entrance right here. Back up. Look at that. There's something about that. That sign at night. A little haunting in a way. So incredible. Yeah, they would walk in just like this. Elvis, Johnny, Jerry, they all walked through that door.